Is your outfitter business prepared to capture the right audience at the right time? The latest 2024 search trends on Google reveal some really interesting insights into how people are searching for outdoor related recreation activities, whether it be fly fishing, deep sea fishing, rafting, and more. There's some really interesting insights that I think can help prepare you to buckle down and continue to grow your business into what you dream it can be. So my name is Paul Wingfield. I'm the founder of Outfitter Marketing Pros, and we're a digital marketing agency that works exclusively with outfitters to help them get their internet marketing right so that they can spend more time focusing on adventures instead of algorithms. So we're going to dive in today and look at three really main areas, search trends that I think has been showing some really interesting data as far as how people are searching for these terms and these phrases online. So what I want to do first is I want to uh, show you the overall search trend right now. And this is things that you can use on your own. Google Trends, right? This is all I'm using for this. So you can go to trends.google.com and type in this thing and get the same exact numbers. So I'm not trying to inflate any of this to show you anything. This is the real search trend data. So I wanted to start off by looking at the term outdoor recreation. So how does Google search trends work in the first place? Well, Google obviously knows what its people, what its platform users are searching for. And they've developed this tool to show us, marketers or business owners, what it is that people are looking for so we can better tune and refine our marketing strategies to get in front of these people. So at large, so for the past 5 years, I've accumulated this data here, or not, I've not accumulated it, Google has accumulated it. And this is showing the data for the past 5 years. And so we get a really interesting snapshot right here. So the search term outdoor recreation in the United States, there's about 9,000, close to 10,000 searches a month for outdoor recreation. Now, this can be very broad and people are looking for DIY solutions, guided solutions, and everything in between. But overall, this really encompasses the interest of the American population for outdoor recreation. And what I noticed is that in the past year alone, so this is from 2022, parts of 2022 to 2023 and to now, we're seeing a 2% increase overall in the trending search term for outdoor recreation. So this is really, really great for the outdoor industry. The outdoor industry at large contributed, I think, in 2022 or 2023, like $1.1 trillion to the U.S. Economy. So it's a large factor of what people want to do, right? And it plays into the economy. It's something that's really good that as business owners, as outfitter owners, we can capitalize on this, right? And so what I want to do is I went in and for us, the three type of businesses that we're really working with are deep sea fishing charters, rafting charters, and fly fishing guides, fly fishing charter companies. And so I plugged these three terms in: fly fishing, rafting, deep sea fishing, to get a snapshot of what does the online search world look like for these three areas. So while the outdoor recreation is growing like 2.6% over the last year, we've seen some decline in a couple of these areas. And so fly fishing, there's about 2,000 searches for this a month. It's not as big as the 90,500 searches for rafting every month. And it's much smaller than deep sea fishing, which has a US search volume of 40,500 per month. But over the last year, fly fishing has seen a 3% increase in trending search. And over the past quarter, 14% increase. And so these charts, these line graphs here kind of show what we all know to be true if we've been in the outfitter industry for any time. It's very seasonal, right? The rafting search trend over the past year has dropped 2.71%. And deep sea fishing has dropped 6.67% over the past year. So out of these three kind of industries, fly fishing is the only one that has increased in trends or in trending search volume. Rafting and deep sea fishing have both declined. All of them have increased in the past quarter, which means although the for two of these, for rafting and deep sea fishing, though the target market has kind of shrunk a little bit of people interested in these searches. Over the last quarter, that audience has increased in search terms. So I'm going to break this down a little bit so it's a little bit easier to understand. So here in this line graph, so the blue line represents fly fishing, the red line represents rafting, and the yellow line represents deep sea fishing. And what we see here in each of these is we see spikes, right? We see these humps that kind of come in. And what this represents is the seasonality of these searches. So for fly fishing, we really start to see this spike of increased search trends in about late March to the first part of April, where it starts increasing all the way up until mid-July, and then it starts falling off again until we have this super sharp decrease here in about mid-October, which you guys know is fall is the prime time for fishing. So once after that, nobody wants to start fishing in cold weather. They're not looking for guides. Same for rafting. So rafting really sees this uptick in about April, the 1st of April each year, and then it kind of drops off here pretty significantly after Labor Day, right? And drops down, and then it starts upticking again, significant uptick in 1st of April. This is year over year. For deep sea fishing, we see that really start to follow that same line about mid-April. And then it bottoms out here in about October, mid-October or so. And then it comes up again, April, down. So we can see the seasonality of interest in these three industries, right? And so what I want to do is I want to look at each of these and try to connect what this trend means for you as a business owner right now. So let's look at fly fishing first, right? Over the last year, it's grown 3.2%. And so 3.2% increase in interest. And over the past quarter, 13% interest. So what this tells me is that if the overall search for fly fishing has increased and by about 3.2%, one, that tells me that the target market is getting broader. More people are becoming interested in this industry. More people are interested in fly fishing in all facets of it, whether it's DIY or guided fly fishing. The interest in fly fishing is increasing. So what does this mean for you as a business owner? Well, as a business owner, if the target market is increasing, one, that's more eyeballs for your business, right? So that's a good thing that more people are interested in the services that you provide. But with an increase in market share also comes more competition. And I'm sure that you've noticed this. I've noticed this here on my own river. More fly fishing guide businesses are popping up. We're seeing new people, new players come into the game. And so for you as a business owner, now you're having to focus on how do you set yourself apart from new competition, but even the existing competition, right? So now the time is now for you to start thinking, how do I start differentiating my business from the other existing competition, but also the new competition that is coming in? So for you, you should button down on your marketing. You should button down on your branding, on your messaging. You should become really clear who it is that you want to serve and what your method of getting in front of those people are. And so we have tons of great resources for this. I'm going to share one at the end of this call. But this is looking really good for you. It's going to be challenging because it's going to become more competitive. And outfitters at large are 10 years behind at adopting digital marketing principles. So with the new ones coming in, I imagine a lot younger people coming in that are going to harness the power of this. There is the risk that those people that aren't doing anything with digital marketing are going to get left behind, even by brand new outfitters who are using digital marketing to their advantage. So you should look at digital marketing for sure. It's a phenomenal way to grow your business. I would say the only way to grow your business in a world of connectivity and just the prevalence of people online. Reaching them digitally is much more important now than it ever has been. So I wanted to share with that. There's good outlook, guys. Take heart. there's good things coming, and I want to be your partner to help you get there, whether it's through our free resources or these videos, things like that. I want to give you content. I want to give you things that can help you move the needle in the right direction. So let's move over to rafting. As we look at rafting data, it has declined by 2.78% over the last year. So less people are looking for or interested in rafting related search queries. So what does that mean? What does it mean? If the target market is shrinking, well, now there's less people to get in front of, which makes the competition of reaching a smaller audience much more difficult, because you have the same amount of outfitter businesses. Some are probably going to close if they're not doing digital marketing or if their businesses aren't well. So only the strong are going to survive here, right? So for the rafting outfitter owner, what this data suggests is that while your audience is shrinking, the prevalence of being able to put your business in front of them actually is increasing, because with a smaller market share, a smaller audience, the ability to get in front of them and differentiate your business from the rest is really, really important here. So if you're a rafting outfitter, the types of things that I would be doing is I would be really leaning into my search engine optimization, right? Because with a smaller audience, showing up on the first page of Google is going to be really, really important. Look into your social media presence. Well, some things that we found are that you don't want to make every post about, look at this awesome rafting trip, book a trip with us today. Social media is meant to engage and build a community, establish trust and authority with your target audience. And there's some really great, cool things that you can do here. As people are coming to your website, you can build retargeting campaigns to only show ads to people that have visited your website or engaged on your social media profiles, to only show them ads to help further push them down towards the bottom of that funnel where they say, yep, I want to book a trip with you guys. You're the best, and we want to experience what you have to offer. So while the market is shrinking, the competition is going to be scrambling. They're going to be saying, what can we do? So right now, there's a lot of heightened awareness of, man, what do we do to get in front of the right people? So I'm sure there's other people that are going to be out there looking at doubling down on their marketing. So figuring out how to get your marketing right is as crucial now as it ever has been. Moving on to deep sea fishing trend. What does this look like? This is down 6.7% from the past year. Here we had, so 2020, 2021 are kind of these weird outlier years. Obviously, we know that. But here in 2022, 2023 to 2024 now, we're seeing about 20, at the peak of this, about 22,000, 23,000 searches a week for deep sea fishing in this past July, which is still a lot of searches for this, right? There's a huge market for that. So one thing that I would be doing, my advice would be very similar to the rafting side, right? We have a smaller audience. We have a thinning audience of people that we need to get in front of people that you need to get your brand, get your website, get your social media profiles in front of, to really start showing yourself as the expertise, as the authority on deep sea fishing in your local market area. So my advice to you would be the same. You need to look at your SEO. You need to show up in the top 4 results of on page 1 of Google, because statistics would say that like 75% of people are clicking the top 4 results. If you're not there, you are losing out on the majority of search engine traffic. So double down on your SEO. And some easy ways to do this too are Google ads, right? You can rent those top spots while you're organically waiting to appear there over time. Search engine optimization takes a long time to do. I'm not going to lie. It's not an overnight thing. If somebody tells you they can do it for you in a month, they're lying, run away. It's not possible. The thing that you can do is to pay to play, rent those top spots on Google, and show up on top of page 1 with the sponsored post that people are using. Google ads are a phenomenal way to show up in front of this traffic that is this audience that is thinning out, where if you're not showing up there organically, pay to rent those top spots, and you can get some bookings now to help you weather this thinning audience. And as we do that, then that's going to help increase your SEO. That's going to help increase your organic traffic as you get traffic coming to your site, whether it's through paid or social media. It sends signals to Google letting them know, hey, people are interested in this website. We should position them up higher. So what does that mean, right? What does this mean for us as business owners, right? This means that either way, whether in an expanding target market or a thinning or shrinking target market, the best way for you to differentiate yourself from your competitors is by leaning into digital marketing, because most of the world is going online first to search for their next adventure. And if you're not showing up there, if you don't have strategies to show up in multiple channels, so not just on Google, but on Instagram, on Facebook, and on paid advertising, but organic social media as well. If you don't have a healthy strategy for that, you're going to get left behind because other people are leaning into this and adopting this right now. And so I'm hoping that this search trend has been valuable for you. I'm hoping that it's helped you become aware of what's actually the reality, the current situation online for these three industries right now. And so, one, I want to help you be able to start getting your internet marketing right. And so we have a free resource that we want to give to you. It's the Ultimate Internet Marketing Checklist. And you can do that. You can download that by just going to our website, the homepage, outfittermarketingpros.com. And the very first thing you're going to see is click here, get your checklist, right? It's pop up. It's totally free. We're going to send it over to you. And it's going to give you a checklist of how you can start looking at all of these different channels and saying, okay, am I doing this? Yes or no? Check mark if you are. If you're not, then do some research. Figure out how to do that. Totally free, super valuable. You should definitely take advantage of that. If you know that you're ready, you know that you need to start leaning into these things, but you need some help, I would offer you a free strategy call with us where we're going to do a deep dive of your business, where your current online positioning is now on search, organic social media, your paid advertising. And we're going to kind of do a triage report for you of, hey, here's where you're doing well. Here's some areas that need improvement, and there's room for improvement here. So if that sounds like you and you're interested in getting this triage report and hopping on this strategy call to kind of go over it, to come up with a healthy strategy to start moving your marketing needle in the right direction, then book a call with us. You can do that by going to strategy.outfittermarketingpros.com/schedule. And it's going to walk you through how to sign up for a call with us to help get your marketing right. So I hope that this has been valuable for you. Hey, I'd love for you too to comment below. What are your thoughts on this? What is your experience in your business now that you know the search trend data? What does that look like for you? Have you felt that? Have you felt the decrease in this area in your own business? Comment below. Let me know that. If you want more videos like this and you want to follow along with actionable items and tips that you can do yourself to start moving that marketing needle in the right direction, then hey, be sure to subscribe to our page. Like this video, and you're going to get updates when we put out new videos, new content of how to get your internet marketing right. So, hey, I hope this has been valuable for you. Thanks for taking the time to watch it. And yep, looking forward to seeing you in the next video.